Today, we are releasing a financial review into the Balancing Pool's financial losses from 2015 to 2019 as a result of the NDP's costly ideologies and willful disregard for the interests of Alberta ratepayers. The review provides clear confirmation of the $1.34 billion boondoggle created by the former NDP government. It also provides yet another reminder of the many costs that other governments have placed on Albertans, costs that are making utilities, gas, and everyday life more expensive than ever. The policies undertaken by the previous government directly resulted in a $1.34 billion loss for Albertans. That is a $1.34 billion that should have stayed in Albertans' bank accounts and could have been applied to any number of programs to enhance our electricity system. Instead, it was wasted and exists today as ratepayer debt being paid off on electricity bills through a surcharge that's expected to run until 2030. To be clear, this loss was not the fault of the Balancing Pool, which was established to support Alberta's fair, efficient, and openly competitive electricity market. Its primary role was managing fixed price deals with electricity producers known as the Power Purchase Agreements, or PPAs, and that's what it did. The problem started when the previous government changed the specified gas emitters regulation to increase the carbon levy on heavy industrial emitters. This triggered a clause allowing money-losing PPAs to be returned to the Balancing Pool. It was a mistake that was purely driven by their leftist friends and ideological extremists, which we now know cost Albertans $1.34 billion. This report is an important and necessary step as we move forward with acknowledging all the costs that were experienced on the Balancing Pool and paid for by all ratepayers. With expiry of the PPAs at the end of 2020, the Balancing Pool's main role is now over. That's why our government will begin to dissolve the Balancing Pool in the coming months. We will table new legislation in the coming weeks that starts this process, while still ensuring that the pool's obligations are resolved and its remaining responsibilities are fulfilled by appropriate bodies. Soon will also include critical measures aimed at increasing competition and modernizing Alberta's electricity system. All of this important work takes time. The financial review released today shows that bad policies and ideology led to $1.34 billion in losses. That is unforgivable. But we are fixing the mistakes made by the NDP. We are embracing change and looking out for hardworking families and businesses. We are doing what it takes to support Albertans and to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity for consumers and a competitive market for investors. We need to NDP-proof the electricity system, and the best way to do that is to ensure they never get near the electricity grid again. Shining a light on their mismanagement of the Balancing Pool is an important first step. We have said all along that it is the ideologies of progressive politicians that have created this energy crisis. If it wasn't for the investment-crushing carbon taxes that progressive politicians like Rachel Notley and Justin Trudeau appreciate, we would have seen more thermal generation come online. And because we haven't seen that thermal generation come online, because of their childlike enthusiasm for these carbon taxes, we currently have a lag between the supply and demand that is currently in the system. That's what's causing the price to go up. Now, you lay over atop the geopolitical events that's happening in Ukraine right now, and we have an energy crisis in Europe. And make no mistake, that energy crisis is coming to Canada, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that Albertans are protected from it.